Hello again, my friends. It is tow time again, and on this video we are going to look at these three Seaxes, or Seaxes, depending on how you want to pronounce them, or one of these is actually Seax, I think it's called. Now, I've always thought that the Seax, I believe means knife, is where the Saxons got their name from, but it's up for debate at the moment. I've actually recently heard that was just a Victorian idea, and there's actually no proof to it being that that's the case at all. But I don't know. More clever people than me are trying to work it out now. All I know is these three here knives in front of you are all based on different styles of Seaxes, and we'll start having a look at them. There, bit of a smoke for the effect. Right then, firstly, let me get tape measure ready because I'm going to need it for these. We have this one. Typical of these, they are blade up. This is on your belt, if you like. Oh, look, go like that. Blade up. Now, a long time ago, I saw the question, what's the main difference between a sword and a knife? And the answer was given at the time that knives traditionally are full tangs like this, whereas swords only have like partial tangs. I don't know. This has a full tang. Leather sheath, as you see. So this is modelled on what was said to be a sometime 10th, 11th century sort of time, Anglo-Saxon-ish, Viking-ish, Norman-ish. I don't know. All I do know is it's I like it. It's nice, but it is supposed to be modelled on a certain type of knife. Now it's a bit long for a knife, but it's actually apparently not a sword. Okay, so oops, it's a bit stiff. Let me just get this out. Hang on. Try not to cut myself. Got it going. That's it. That's better. All right. As you can see, there's the blade. Now it's not as you often see with Seaxes, that they have that broken back style. This isn't one of those. Now, as far as the blade length, we have roughly 41 centimeters, so that is 16 inches. I would class this as a short sword myself, but apparently it's not. It's classed as a knife. There you have it. It's nice. I like it. It actually doesn't have any edge on it at all. I purchased it that way. It's a bit easier getting them in the country if they've got no edges on them. I might sharpen it up one time, but another reason why you can tell it's got a slight distal taper. But again, this is not a sword, it's a knife. I suppose you use it for butchery or hunting. Blade heavy, very blade heavy. There's no weight in this. This would not, as a sword, it would be very useless. The weight's all wrong. It's completely wrong. It's far too front heavy. I'm not a great, I don't know a great deal of information about swords, but what I do understand is that you can always tell the difference between a proper sword and one that isn't by the way they feel in the hand. Apparently they're weighted very well. This isn't, that's for sure. All it wants to do is pull forward. But I like this, it's nice. So, but this is a Seax. There we are. That's my first one to show you. I have quite a few Seaxes. At some point I might put them all on up for show. This next one is another different style again. Nice leather sheath. And as you can see with this is almost a bowie blade. But again, this is modelled on something from around the 9th century. That's what it says in the write-up for it. It's very nice. Got a very thick handle. A lot lighter than you would think. To me, this is a butcher's knife. This is a veg knife. But again, as a general workhorse knife, this is more your multi-tool of the day. You would do everything with this. There's a camp knife. This would be actually quite good. It has a bit of an edge on it, not much. Very nice. These are all carbon steel, by the way, just in case you weren't sure. Let's have a quick look at the blade length on this. So we're talking at 23 centimetres, roughly 9 inches. So yeah. This would be impractical if you use this as a fighting type knife. There's nothing to stop your hand. Obviously you can have there, but you have to stop there. There's nothing at all. And it, you see it tapers that way. So to me, this is definitely not meant for that type of a knife. This is, to me, this is a work knife. Isn't that nice? Again, it's based on I think it's based on a one found in the Russian region, Rus, if I remember right. One of their ones. But just because it's was found among certain age things doesn't necessarily mean they're from that age. They might be even older. But no, this is nice. This is good. Fits well in the collection. And finally, this little oddball, which is actually my favourite one. I do like this. This is the only one I've got. Obviously, it's nice. Nice sheath. The dot would go through there. Oops. This is the only one that's broken back. But I like this. Believe me, this weighs an absolute ton. Now this is to me again, this is a butcher's knife. There's weight there. That's for chopping meat. That's what this is designed for. Or chopping something. It actually feels really good in the hand. I mean, you could almost just bash somebody on the head with that if you wanted to. You wouldn't have to stab them. But it's actually got a very, very sharp edge. You know, that is one hell of a knife. That's for sure. It's got a lanyard hole. As you see, it's a solid full tang. Yeah, if there's one thing I would really definitely go for out of any of the Seax type knives, it would be this one. I mean, you could chop a tree down with this. I think you could chop anything down with this. But yeah, look at that. Isn't that lovely? Again, it's based on something that was dug up. You know, if you look at the Viking Saxes, the Saxon, Anglo-Saxon knives, any of them sort of things. If you look at Viking knives, or say Saxes, or anything like that, there is so many variations on the shape, size, and whatever. You know, there's no real one that can say that is that style and only that style. You know, there's so many of them, so many different. I mean, Northern European knife is all I reckon you could say to any of these. They're all based on Northern European styles. Yeah. Just quickly show you what this one comes in at. Oh, can I do it this way because I can't see properly? Got it. So it's roughly 10 inches, 25 centimetres. Yes, you could definitely chop a few fingers off with this, that's for sure. That is just on the weight of that. I think you could potentially leave that and I would cut you. That is a hell of a chopper. But isn't it lovely? Right. That's it then. I'm going on my way. I'm going to make myself a nice cup of tea, thank you for watching. I'll try and get some more videos popped up as the weeks go by. I say I'm feeling quite well at the moment, so hopefully this is a good sign. Thank you very much for the support you guys have given me. It is very much appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you on down the track. Bye bye from the Toad.